Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, I just finished this quasi royal tour of Harry and Migraine. And while they were on this tour, they gave a white woman the NAACP award, but not just any white woman, as TRG covered. This woman is a lawyer who is supporting of the censorship complex, trying to claim that it's all a mythology. You're all just hallucinating it. Yeah, you were never deplatformed from YouTube. No, that didn't happen. No. So she lies and is on the extreme left side with Harry and Meghan. And Harry and Meghan, with their obviously made this fake NAACP award that they can give out to the people who are destroying this country or trying to and take away our rights and censor us to bring in the New World Order. And they give it to this white woman, and to show how fake and phony and what mercenaries, the fact that the Sussex Squad really are just a hit squad terrorist organization of Harry and Meghan. The proof right here is a prime example because most of the Sussex Squad are dark skin, they're black, brown skin. And they all supported this NAACP award for a white woman. They're like, oh, it's great. Look at that. Harry and Meghan, yay. You gave a white woman the NAACP award. Yay. None of them criticized it. Not one. Not one said, wait a second. This doesn't look right here. Hi, Tiger Eye. How are you? Yeah. How you doing today? Can you believe this? I mean, I just have a couple of examples here. But none of them, all their top ones out there, all their top Sussex Squad terrorists, none of them, here's another one. This one's called the Sussex Soldier. The Sussex Soldier. I mean, can it be any more clear that they are a hit squad terror organization for Harry and Meghan? The title of the YouTube, and all these YouTube accounts are monetized, making plenty of money. I mean, the Sussex Soldier is a smaller one, but still, not one of them criticized, this is Sussex Squad Family TV is a big one. There's a lot of other big ones. They all praised Harry and Meghan for giving this white woman an NAACP award. Yeah, National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. Yeah. So could it be any more obvious that the Sussex Squad are just paid to do whatever PR Harry and Meghan and James Holt and Jory Craig and Imran Ahmed tell them to do? It's all a scam, and it's right in your faces. And where's the pushback in the mainstream media? Anyone? Even the Sussex Squad, they're going along with it. It just shows how fake and phony and what a lie the whole thing is. What a psyop, right? I mean, there's nothing authentic. It's all fake, phony. It's all just an attack on our way of life. It's an attack on Americans. And in a further attack on Americans, Harry and Meghan went to Jordan to support and working with the World Health Organization. The World Health Organization that is basically killing Americans. That's in my opinion, not my opinion, the fact, which is why that's why the U.S. has stopped funding them, because they're basically headed by a terrorist. So this whole thing is like this glossy, globalist PR. This is how the most evil, satanic globalists work. They put it right in your faces on the front page. Yes, we're the WHO with Harry and Meghan. Yeah, we're going to give white people NAACP awards, and then we're going to support an organization that wants to bring in medical tyranny and take control. The World Health Organization wants to take control of the world and force you to get injections and lock you down, et cetera, and put you in 15-minute cities. And it's all right there in your faces. They're all putting it, trying to make it seem like it's some glamorous thing you should support. And the thing is, the dangerous thing with the Sussex Squad is if they don't look into this woman that got the NAACP award, they're saying that she supports freedom of speech. So they're either they don't know or don't care. They're probably both. But they're dangerously putting out the lie the misinformation. They're trying to claim that this lawyer is for freedom of speech, when in fact she's for censoring people. She supports the censorship. So yeah, this is how crazy and dystopian everything is with Harry and Meghan, and how evil they are. And so anyone who listens to the Sussex Squad is, and I realized later that the Sussex Squad had this video. I didn't see anybody else having it, it seems. Hi Judy, how are you? Yeah, you're getting really tired, of YouTubers avoiding the fact that Harry and Meghan are indeed political. Yeah, I mean, I'd be suspicious of anyone who doesn't. If anyone who says they're not political, they're either paid for by Harry and Meghan, they're controlled opposition, or they're really dumb. So take your choice. Either way, I wouldn't listen to them. Unless you're doing research and want to see what propaganda Harry and Meghan are spreading. Yeah. They are in all the way. I mean, is this unbelievably diabolical what they're doing? Unbelievable. And is my camera frozen again? I apologize. It shouldn't be. It looks, oh no, it's working. Okay. All right, so I'm going to look at a reading on Harry and Meghan with the World Health Organization, Bill Gates' association. They went together for a reason to Jordan. Now, many were wondering why they were there right before, Trump bombed Iran. They're wondering if there's some kind of connection there, if Harry and Meghan knew something. I don't know what Harry and Meghan would know. It's too bad they weren't in Iran. Then they could come back and boo-hoo-hoo if they made it back. I don't know. All right, that's harsh for me to say. I know, sorry. But but it's just like, that Harry and Meghan happened to be out there. It's like, what are they going to come back now and tell war stories? We were right there. Trump tried to kill us. Poor us. I mean, I can see them trying to twist this in their favor. That's all I'm going to say, because everything is about them at the end of the day. But I want to see what they were doing there in Jordan with the World Health Organization. And did they accomplish what they set out to accomplish? I mean, they supported a Hamas organization there, and Harry claimed that roads were cut off to bring support to Palestine, which was not true. So he offended Israel there. So Harry and Meghan went there and just like made things worse, right? And they were, Harry represents the royal family to them. He was treated like a royal, like a working royal. So, but I'm wondering, what were they trying to do there? What were they really trying to accomplish? Meghan wasn't dressed to the nines, or not that she ever does dress to the nines, but she was dressed worse than normal. Her last few trips, she put on a dress at least. But here, on this trip, she looked like she was going to do some gardening or something. I don't know why she was wearing the outfits she was wearing. Really hideous looking, like not even, she looked worse than a soccer mom who dresses to drop off the kids, Not that soccer moms dress badly, but it was very casual, very, it was like she was dressed casually, like she was just going shopping at the grocery store or something. I couldn't understand what outfits she was wearing, like, what was the point, travel all the way over there and for a quasi-royal tour and dress like you're the hired help, there to fix the plumbing or something. I don't know what she was thinking, right? Horrible. She looked worse than usual. So what was that about? Not even making an effort to look, if you're trying to, some say that they're trying to take attention away from William and Catherine and their trips, but no way. I mean, the way they dress, Harry at least dressed decently, but Meghan, I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. So, and of course, the children are never to be found ever. But anyhow, what were they trying to accomplish with this little trip, this little field trip they took to Jordan? What were they really trying to accomplish there? And did they accomplish it? They had some reason to be there. They're used as a distraction often, right? What were they trying to accomplish by going to Jordan with the World Health? Now, we know Harry is buddies with Tedros. He visits him every year. They're always hanging out together. What were they trying to do here? Let's see what the cards show. Shuffle a little bit more at what they were doing there. What do they have? What were they trying to utilize or do there? Is it? Why them? Why would they be chosen to go there? I mean, it's unbelievable. My goodness. Meeting their terrorist organizations or something. What were they hoping to accomplish there? And did they accomplish their goal, whatever it was? Did they accomplish their goal? They making some money deals there somewhere, some money laundering deals. Look, were they looking for a new home to run to? Buying some property to escape Trump's U.S. Let's find out. What were Harry and Meghan really doing with Tedros in Jordan? Yeah, you said having the titles exactly implies that they're working for the royals exactly. So let's find out. What are Harry and Meghan? What were they really trying to accomplish with Tedros in Jordan? What were they really trying to accomplish? Let's see what the cards show. So, general situation for them going in. Ooh, 3 of Swords reversed. Very unhappy. A lot of fighting going on, a lot of unhappiness. So it looks like Harry and Meghan are unhappy. Tedros and the WHO are unhappy with, I guess, with Trump pulling out funding and whatnot. So they were there to make a statement and to complain. You can see that it's 3 of Swords. There's like blood on the wall and there's a woman crying. So you can think of Palestine, and they were emphasizing that on their trip. So this was an attack. They were there to let be known that their complaints there, that they're unhappy. Harry and Meghan, who are allegedly not political, but they're want to make their feelings known on elections, as they code call with Gloria Steinem, or make videos sitting on a bench. They went there to basically say F you to Trump. You're not doing anything. We're doing more with our canned peas than Trump's doing. Like this was like an F you to Trump and to the West in general, as well, because Harry and Meghan support Starmer and the Labour Party in the UK. So this was them being shizzle stirs for sure, complaining. What they have going for them, Ace of Wands. So this is what they had going for them. They know they're a lightning rod, right? They know it'll be a big story, and they'll make it a big story because they have the backing of Sunshine Sachs. And of course they had all their gophers were out, like James Holt was there and Miranda Barbeau was there. I keep forgetting her name. Obama's former assistant. So they had all their high-powered PR gurus there guiding them every step of the way. And of course, Harry and Meghan had all kinds of security surrounding them. But Harry's doesn't feel safe going back to the UK. He needs that extra, intelligence, immunity giving security where he can get intelligence, right? So so they prancing around. They knew it would be a big story. They knew that this would be unusual for them, and that they popping in out of nowhere and make a big story. So that's why I guess the World Health Organization invited them, because if the World Health Organization visited Jordan, no one really care. But if you bring Harry and Meghan, it becomes a big story, and everybody's saying what's going on and what are they doing. So that's what they had going for them. So what messages they're trying to send here? King of Cups reversed. Wow, King of Cups. So I got multiple messages here. You can see this unhappiness at the way things are run, but also King of Cups. If you think of a person, you could see this as a message to William or Charles, who are both water signs, or just a message in general to the leaders like Trump and whatnot, that they're unhappy with them and they're not doing a good job, like Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan are so wonderful. They do so much good for the world. Not, right? Meghan's got her jam and all and her bookmarks. Yeah, so it was to make people unhappy. Particularly, I think it was to make the royal family unhappy. They knew that the royal family would be more put on the spot here, right? So they're put on the spot with Prince Andrew, but now they're getting put on the spot with Harry and Meghan. And yeah, it could be a distraction for them as well. It's like shifting the unhappiness from Andrew onto Harry and Meghan. Yeah, that could very well be part of it. I wouldn't doubt. It seems like that's what's going on. Because Harry and Meghan have never said anything against Epstein or what Andrew did. They've been very silent about it, right? They're silent about the important things, like where the children came from and, etc. Yeah. So this was a silent message. I get it with reverse, secretive, unspoken with cups. So what's the base of what they were doing, supporting them in this? And I get 3 of Wands, making plans. So this is, I think, one of many plans perhaps they're making with the World Health Organization. As TRG pointed out, if Harry and Meghan can't get that advanced security that Harry wants, the R&B security, then he can work with the World Health Organization, him and Meghan, the UN, and they get immunity from that. So getting that immunity, of course, is because Harry and Meghan are such criminals and they've been involved in so much corruption with money, especially stealing American taxpayer dollars, as well as elsewhere, I'm sure, that they're making plans with the World Health Organization to make it appear as if they're UN employees or whatever, and they get that immunity like Bill Gates has by funding the World Health Organization, which is why he is the biggest funder, because he wants to remain immune from anything as well. I wonder why, right? No wonder why. See, all the worst the most mass murderers all become, it just seems like they all rush to the UN to get their immunity. It's what it's looking like to me, because Harry and Meghan have nothing to do with health matters, and they have no expertise in that area, and yet there they are representing the World Health Organization. I mean, it's a joke. You can see what a scam this whole thing is, just like the Sussex Squad supporting a white woman for the NAACP award. I mean, this is all insanity. It's all such craziness. And then they take us down for misinformation, right? I mean, this is all criminal. This is also criminal and diabolical, criminally insane. So what did they have to have the courage to do when they were there? What were they trying to do? Oh, the moon. So major arcana. So yeah, confusion, sowing confusion, getting people upset, getting people afraid as well, like stoking the emotions and the craziness, which of course they were doing. And we do have, what do we have coming? We have a full moon coming up on Tuesday. And we all know Meghan loves doing stuff leading up to a full moon. So it wasn't the day before. She may do something else today or tomorrow, because I think it's on Tuesday, the full moon. If you have my ingress sheets, I have it all listed out here. It's a lunar eclipse. Yeah, March 3rd, so it's on Tuesday. 12 Virgo, a lunar eclipse full moon. So Meghan loves doing shizzle stirring right before a full moon. So she may do something tomorrow, like pop something out on Instagram or something. You have to wait and see. But you see the full moon coming up. This was definitely planned before the lunar eclipse. We are in the eclipse season right now because we just had a solar eclipse, new moon, a couple weeks ago. So this is eclipse season, and eclipse season makes things crazier than usual. I mean, things get revealed, like Epstein files and all of that. But at the same time, it's also, if you're a couple like Harry and Meghan that like make people go crazy, just make them all going, what is going on here? And of course, everything going on, they're there to stoke it even more, stoke the fire, stoke the craziness and fear. So how are they doing this? What steps are they taking? Oh, Hangman reversed. Oh, the traitor card reversed. So they're the traitors parading themselves as above it all, trying to, like the law doesn't apply to them. They're flaunting it. Like, we can go wherever we want because we hate the U.S. and we hate the West. We hate the UK. We want you all destroyed. and put under tyranny, and we're going to prance around all over the Middle East here with Tedros. So yeah, being very over the top with it, and being very acting like they're above it all, and as if they have a place anywhere, like they're the king and queen of the world, arrogance kind of thing here. Yeah, very surreal and unreal, and very, dystopian, I guess you could say, over the top, flaunting their criminality, basically. So how did other people affect them? What are they dealing with other people there? Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles at night is a soldier, like a Hamas soldier. They were there to meet with the Hamas people, the terrorists there. So I think there was some communication there, and they were there to interact with them, perhaps making plans together. Maybe Harry and Meghan were recruiting for new Sussex squad members. I don't know. But it does look like they were, under threat, and also they were very much interacting with people who want to murder the West and destroy the West. So a lot of criminal activity over there, a lot of criminal, it's where the globalists like to go to make plans to do what they do, commit the crimes against humanity they commit. Yeah, blood moon. Yeah, I think it is a blood moon coming up. Yeah, sounds like Meghan, exactly. She'll no doubt be doing some kind of satanic ceremony. I don't know what the calendar is there. I know they have certain days that they're doing certain bloodlettings and whatnot that they do. So I saw a calendar not too long ago on Twitter X. But anyways, Harry and Meghan were there being destructive. I'm getting very ugly cards here. They were there. I get moon magic. I mean, it could be doing something satanic. There's something satanic involved in this, and initiating something with Hamas there. So what did Meghan and Harry not know when they were going there? What surprised them, or they didn't know? Oh, we've got King of Pentacles here. So maybe they didn't expect the King of Jordan to react the way he did. I heard he didn't meet with them. I don't know exactly how that panned out, but I'm just thinking that with the King of Pentacles, can refer to either a particular person, or just they weren't expecting the pushback against their finances and their corruption with the finances. How they have been, Harry and Meghan are, TRG site, connected to the corruption with the Somalis in Minnesota, which seems to have been the hotbed for all this international terrorist activity, and so siphoning billions of taxpayer dollars through USA, but also other ways, other means. And Harry and Meghan had their hand in the pot there with the woman that they just gave an NAACP award to, and that Harry and Meghan gave her $100,000 according to their tax records. So a lot of money here flow that they were unaware of, perhaps, or that they were not aware of who was funding what. So what were they hoping for? What were Harry? They were sending this message of unhappiness, trying to upset the royal family, perhaps, trying to upset the West in general, upset people in general. They're being nasty and being combative here with their messaging, unspoken messaging, and trying to make, as usual, trying to make people things crazier, trying to get some crazy media attention around them. So what were they hoping for at the end of the day with this trip? Oh, Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, they wanted people fighting, and they're sending out, again, I get the idea of this angry messaging online. They wanted to use this to abuse people more and to put out negative lies and reverse messaging of what's really going on, what they're really doing, and just basically abusing everybody who is, following this, and just being very crazy and putting out lies of what's actually happening, what they're doing, why they're doing it, and being over the top with it, beating everybody over the head with it, lying to them. Yeah, because we all know they're not giving that award to a lawyer their NAACP awards that lawyer for fighting for freedom of speech, when we all know she doesn't fight for freedom of speech, quite the opposite. So I mean, again, it's like sort of abusing people with their messaging and what they're doing, to being like F you, all you people. So Harry and Meghan are actually pretending that they support freedom of speech. Yeah, this couple who for the past 10 years has been deplatforming people, attacking them on Netflix. Meghan doxed people in the UK, in the papers there. I mean, they have been relentless in attacking people and their freedom of speech. And they turn around and say, oh, we support freedom of speech, and we give this award to this lawyer, this white lawyer. I mean, the craziness that they're trying to make us crazy. And then when we point out how crazy and the inversion, the satanic inversion, is what Satanists do. Everything's inverted. They want to play victim, right? When they're called out on this BS. It's unbelievable. Yeah. So did they accomplish it? So they're there to be abusive and whiny and play the victim of anyone who criticizes them as they're hanging out with terrorists. They'll have nothing to say about that, right? No one, Harry and Meghan have no response. They just go silent, as always, when they're caught hanging out with terrorists. So did they accomplish their mission with Tedros, the terrorist? Ooh, Two of Pentacles reversed. I would say no. It turned into a clown show for sure. I think it got more out of control than they realized would happen. The fact that Harry is on video lying and being wrong about supplies going to Palestine and whatnot, and upsetting international relations there. This is like a clown show, You got this little clown here. It's like Harry and Meghan with the clown outfit going to, Jordan here with Tedros, and they were trying to make it look like a respectable thing. They're with the World Health Organization. They have the little table set up and people sitting around listening to everybody talk. Trying to make it look all official, and but it was all such a scam. Even that visit, did you watch that video where they're visiting that girl in the hospital bed and they take the blanket back and show her feet? The whole setup looked like a Hollywood setup. Like that, I don't believe that was a hospital. I think that whole thing was just put up together for that propaganda. I don't even believe they were in a hospital, because it just looked too Hollywood. It did not look like a real hospital at all, or whatever they were supposed to be in. It looked very Hollywood. It's so fake. It all looks so fake and phony. And of course, Meghan's acting skills. I mean, it goes without saying she can't act. So she's trying to put on her sad face. Oh, so sad. But she didn't go and hug the girl. See, if she were Princess Diana would have hugged the girl, but not Meghan. She doesn't hug anybody, So there you have it. She forgot to act like Princess Diana when she was there. Instead, she puts on her puppy dog face, like, oh, I'm so sad. One tear left eye. I mean, it was like, yeah, I don't know if I should, I don't want to go pull it up, but I'm sure you've seen it. It's just really fake and phony, the whole thing, their whole trip to Jordan. Unbelievable. So yeah, I don't think it worked out. I don't think it went as well as planned. I think they were caught out for looking horrible, acting horrible. And it was just not a big show like they thought it was going to be. It wasn't like Nigeria. It was totally different. I think I get the vibe here. It was not a success, even with the World Health Organization. So what's the result of this? Oh my goodness, Six of Swords reversed. Going back here, I hope this means they're going back to the UK. That's my hope. But it looks like they're turning back this ship here. They're not going forward with whatever they were planning on doing there. They went over there as an international card, right? This is traveling somewhere, going forward, but reversing it. It looks like they're finding out that it's not, whatever they were trying to do is not working. It's not going to work out for them. Harry and Meghan got criticized by people, again, who don't normally follow them, but who do follow international relations, and they were all over Harry and Meghan for being the idiots that they were, and etc. And visiting the Hamas supporters. So yeah, Harry and Meghan are going to retreat after this and go silent for a while. They're going to lay low in Montecito and just attack people online, no doubt, and do nothing further with this, it looks like. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go forward and doing anything with the World Health Organization again, because obviously it didn't work. So what did they have to sacrifice in order to do this? Did I get Two of Wands reversed? plans, plotting plans here, future plans. Yeah, it looks like, they had to give up some other ideas that they were going to move forward on had this been successful, working more with the World Health Organization, perhaps, or just whatever other plans they had for Africa. Yeah, the Jordan tour seemed to be the most UK endorsed tour they have ever done. Yeah, because Stammer was behind it, right? Is that what you mean? Or that just the UK was publicizing it a lot? Yeah, I mean, the thing was a total farce. Total joke. And then they went there, put on a clown show, and made fools out of themselves again as the end result of this. But there's some criminality. There was messaging in this. There was unspoken messaging, and there was criminal. I think part of the messaging with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Coins reversed, I think the message was a threat, either to the royal family or the West in general. I think the World Health Organization may also be involved, possibly. I don't know. I don't, follow the World Health Organization activities. Who can, right? It's all very secretive. But we know Harry and Meghan are involved with Hamas. We know they're involved with the Minnesota corruption, all kinds of money laundering. So there's some terrorist activity in there. And Harry and Meghan appear to be making some kind of terrorist threat, in my opinion, with the Three of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, who that threat was to exactly? Was it the royal family? Was it Trump? Or was it just in general in the West? I don't know. But Harry and Meghan do support the destruction of the United States and the royal family and the West in general. They are on that plan. They support that, taking away free speech, bringing in child safety, and taking away your rights and the digital ID. And then they'll support the, everything else that's going on. You never heard Harry and Meghan criticize people being arrested for their tweets in the UK, right? You don't hear Harry and Meghan complaining about an influx of fighting age men being brought into the UK and in the US and Europe. Harry and Meghan never criticized that. Harry and Meghan support refugees. So Harry and Meghan are very much on board with this destructive, destroying everybody. So I do think this was a threat with the World Health Organization. I think it was a threat to the West in general, to all the leaders who are patriotic anyways. I mean, the UN supports Harry and Meghan and this destructive agenda too. So Harry and Meghan have a lot of company, right? Unfortunately, a lot of traitors. So I do believe that the main thing was a message here, a threatening message to people who do fight for free speech. See, that's the satanic inversion. They claim they're for free speech, while we all know they're against free speech. So this is a part of the threat. Like they're, doing the opposite, and they weren't there for a peace tour. They weren't there promoting peace and family. They were there making a terrorist threatening message to someone, or to everyone who isn't on their side, to us, basically. I think that's what it was. Let me see here. That's what it looks like here. I'm getting that they're not happy with Trump in charge. We all know that. He's not on their agenda. So they're threatening. They're showing that they have all these connections in Africa. Like, yeah, we got lots of Hamas we can pick up here and bring him over to Trump. Remember, Trump, one of the assassination attempts on Trump was on Prince Harry's birthday, right? You can't forget that. So, is that who were Harry and Meghan specifically? Let's see if I can get more specific. Were they targeting the royal family, or were they targeting Trump, or just everyone in general? Who are Harry and Meghan targeting here? Let me try this one. I'm going to try my bigger deck here, my larger deck. Who are Harry and Meghan targeting with their threatening message? Oh, judgment. New beginning, finalizing, moving on to a new agenda here. Judging someone, judging people who don't support them. The Fool reversed. Looking like fools, but who are they threatening? Hanged Man. Traitor here, or look at it as someone who doesn't see things the way they do. Ten of Wands reversed. I'm not really getting a person here yet. So it might be that more like they're just threatening the West in general here, because I'm getting Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana here. 3 Major Arcanas. They want to take down the West. They want to destroy the West. Of course, the Ten of Wands reversed. That's like just taking everything out. You know, I mean, here's the West, here's the UK right now. I mean, struggling to survive with all the attacks by Stommer and everyone else. And they're just the average citizen is just getting by, and Harry and Meghan want to bring in more tyranny and more pain and suffering. Bring in their Sussex squad to come get you fired from your job if you're a journalist. They don't. I mean, the Sussex squad just attack journalist after journalists. It's unbelievable. And you should see the disgusting pictures they put up comparing journalists to Miss Piggy and putting pictures like really mocking them. And it's so ridiculous. Obviously paid for Harry and Meghan. I really don't think somebody who lives in the middle of Africa cares about some journalist in the UK who writes about the royal family. You know what I mean? I mean, the whole thing is so obviously a big, they're a terrorist group for Harry and Meghan. And it's like it's really personal. The attacks, they're fat shaming. They're making fun of them. Like, what's her name? That's always on. Who's the woman that's always on talking about Harry and Meghan on what's his name's show? The names are escaping me now. I apologize, but they're all the journalists, all the UK journalists. They're really attacking and shaming them, fat shaming them, and making fun of their looks. But let's see, who's Harry and Meghan threatening? I'm getting a feeling it's all of us. It's basically all the West, particularly US and UK. Yeah, another Major Arcana, you know, the wheel. It's basically all of us. The 99%, that's who they're threatening. Yeah, 3 of Wands, that's who they're working. 3, Harry Meghan, the World Health Organization here overseas from where they were in Jordan. So they're threatening the West. They're threatening everybody. So it wasn't just a particular man or family. It was everyone. It was all of us. All of us. That's who they're threatening. They're saying, we're still working on your destruction. We're still working with our terrorists to take you out and destroy your way of life. We're still working on it, says Harry and Meghan. That's the unspoken message, while they're trying to make it look like they're doing something humanitarian. Yeah. And they're making a mockery. They're making a mockery of the NAACP. Do they realize that? I mean, giving the award to a white woman. I mean, they're totally mocking everyone, black and white. It's just unbelievable. So, and they're getting away with it. Nobody calls them out on it. It's really unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they were ignored by the other winners. I noticed that. Like, nobody's, giving them really any attention for this from their side, on the NAACP side. I didn't see them even mentioned by anyone there. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Harry and Meghan are miserable, angry, violent, vicious criminals, and they're continuing their satanic criminality with their inversions, their inverted messaging, and they're just creating a shizzle show wherever they go. They want to make more plans with the World Health Organization, and they'll no doubt do more. But this was basically a trip to express their unhappiness and their threats towards those of us in the West and our way of life, those of us trying to keep our way of life anyways. So they're threatening us. Harry and Meghan were threatening us with that. Yeah, just like we're always threatened by their Sussex squad and whoever else they threaten us with. Yeah, it's all political. It's 100% political. And terrorists. Terrorism. I mean, New World Order stuff, for sure. Yeah, this had nothing to do with Harry and Meghan doing anything well. And Meghan couldn't even act like Princess Diana. She's so proud of herself thinking she acts like Princess Diana. Did she hug the child in the hospital bed? No. I mean, the woman is just like, she's a failure at everything she does. Everything. Her and Harry. Thank goodness, too, Anyways, so there you have it. That is what I see for why Harry and Meghan were taking their trip to Jordan with the World Health Organization. And if they accomplished their goal, I don't think they did. I think they flubbed everything too badly. They're considered a joke. They looked like a couple of clowns. And they dropped the ball here, reverse. They dropped it. They made so many mistakes, and they just made fools out of themselves. So there you have it. They did not fully they made their threats, but they did not fully accomplish what they set out to do. I don't think they expected to get called out for Hamas. So the Hamas activities there. So they got called out. They were trying to be sly about it and unspoken with the threats, but after that got exposed, it's become known now what they were actually doing. They were threatening. There was a threat here for sure. Threatening message. So there you have it. So I hope you found this interesting. Thank you all for being here. Great chatting with you. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.